Greetings to you all, wherever you are, at home or abroad. You're now tuned into Talk Sense Media, your voice of reason in the noise. Here we bring you the news that matters to you. Straight talk, clear facts, and honest reasoning, because you deserve to understand what's really going on. Whether it's headlines or what's happening on the streets, if it affects you or your community, we break it down and we talk sense. So let's get into today's story. Jamaicans, are you really satisfied with what's happening with the PNP led by Mark Golding as it relates to the rural school bus service? Because there have been nothing but controversy since it was launched, and Mark Golding was very adamant in his stance as it relates to the bus services, and he criticized it from the beginning. Damon Crawford also added his voice, and now in August, Mikhail Phillips is quote-unquote clarifying and clearing the air, stating that the PNP is not against the rural school bus services. Listen for yourself and make your own determination, because at the end of the day, the priority is about the school children, and this is not a political game. This is not a political football, and the PNP needs to once and for all declare its true stance, because more and more the people of Jamaica doesn't know what to believe.
The People's National Party has been highly critical of several Jamaica Labour Party programs, including the rural school bus system. You say you have better options. Which programs have you earmarked for immediate discontinuation, and what timeline are you proposing of replacement programs to ensure continuity of service to Jamaicans?
Productivity means that there is a balance between effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means doing the right thing, and efficiency means doing the thing right. Indeed, the separation of students from adults and the organized contribution of carrying them to school is a wonderful concept. However, how the JLP intended to execute, I believe, is highly inefficient. First of all, the cost of buses for 300 million based on the information we have received, and then 800 million for the refurbishing of those buses would indicate an inefficient use of resources. Additionally, we have seen where new buses, Toyota buses, coastal buses that could have been used would have been a more appropriate purchase, and that would have been within the same cost. Additionally, the ineffectiveness of these bus systems would suggest that very few children would be able to be moved. We have over 440,000 children to be moved, and at this point, those buses will be best capable to move between 4,000 and 8,000 on each day, indicating that the vast majority of children will still not benefit from that program. And so one thing that will immediately discontinue is one that doesn't incorporate the principals, the guidance counselors, and be more targeted in ensuring that those who are finding it most difficult to get to school are able to get to school, in particular deep rural children.
PNP would not buy no old bus for our people them. Then they bring our forefathers in some ship from Africa come to Jamaica. Anything that the PNP going to do for our children, it have a brand new, good looking and fit for purpose. But the only way they can try and discredit us is to say we don't support the school bus system. Let me make it clear one more time. The People's National Party supports a school bus system for our children. We support it, and we support the subsidized fare. We support it because the same subsidized fare that children in Kingston get, our children in Manchester, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, St. James, St. Anne's deserve the same.
I see your MP coming with his whole bus plan. These old buses that he wants to say is going to provide a solution, a transport solution. It's going to be pure problem, I tell you that. Our solution is to empower the taxi drivers and the bus drivers of Jamaica with a subsidy that we will pay them so they can carry the picnic them, and you don't have to find all that money. And we're starting with 20,000 families, and as the economy improves, we're going to grow it till we're providing a proper subsidy across the nation to all who need it. And the transport sector, the private operators, the little man, them who have them Pro Box and them have them AR wagon, and they will be the beneficiaries of the money that is going to run for that program.
But to show you how them bare face, just to show you how them bare face. School year start next week. But what they have done is the private operators who operate the park school bus system. You know about that one there. The coaster bus them a park up at the school gate. It is this same Labour government that start to underfund the schools and tell them to come out of the contracts and start fire them. And I want them to challenge me on that because they know it's true. And what is going to end up happening is that these part students will have to try and challenge for a seat on these yellow buses that the Labour Party propose. So what they are saying to the part student, we do not value you. That is what they are saying to the part student.
Having listened to both audios, what do you think? Now, what I'm hearing is a lot of noise coming from the PNP as it relates to the bus service. And it seems as if they are forgetting about the kids, because when you look at social media, you can see just how excited the kids are knowing that come this September, a bus service will be provided for them so that they can go to school in a comfortable and safe manner. So I think the PNP is really taking on a debate about an issue that really and truly isn't debatable. If you're concerned about the young children, if you're concerned about their welfare, then find alternative means of expressing concerns without seeming to be so hostile about a service that is being put in place for the protection of the youths, for the protection of the children across Jamaica. Bearing in mind that multiple children have died throughout the years since 2024 because of road accidents involving taxis. So the truth is that this should not be so much of a controversial issue, but instead it's something that should be embraced, and where possible, improvement be made and expanded so that more children can benefit from the service. Drop a comment and let me know. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is Talk Sense Media, your voice of reason in the noise.